Mike. I'm your host. This is Ready, Set, Continue. Let's take a walk into the dark side. Literally. Something that has always perplexed me, something that's always interested me, was the shadow people. Alone, late at night, sitting in your bed, you catch a figure of a shadow on the wall, but you realize that the shadow isn't on the wall. The shadow is standing right there next to your bed. You're frightened, you cannot move, as it just stares at you and stares. This is an all too familiar story to many people, as the shadow people are not too uncommon actually as people, often chalked up as sleep paralysis. But to other people, these shadow people are quite real, sometimes accompanied by a man who seems to be the leader of them, as he has a dark trench coat and a big hat, all dressed in black, barely even able to see anything of his face except at times his eyes. There's also an old woman, a hag, that will sit on your chest as you sleep, denying you breath. These stories have not been something of recent urban myth, but rather something that has gone on for a very, very long time. Often described as evil spirits that would sit on your chest and steal the breath from you as you slept. Sometimes as a woman or a small person, but most of all as the form of a shadow. The shadow people have been going on for a very long time, as video evidence has been found multiple times over, yet we still question it, whether it's sleep paralysis, if it's in our minds, if it's just something that we are coming up with in our heads right before sleep. Sure enough, it's terrifying. People actually reporting that these sleep people or these shadow people come to them every night, and they are paralyzed in fright as these shadows torment them. But it's not even at sleep that you're safe. Shadow people have been found looming even during broad daylight in the house as you walk around, as you're wide awake. These shadow people follow. As I have said, these are not just a shadow on the wall. They stand there like you and I, but cloaked in shadow. They're not your average ghost either, as ghosts will be often transparent or floating through, almost as if they're all individual, while the shadow people are a collective in some sort of way. Speculation runs rampant, but more questions are posed than answers. So what are they? Are they good or evil? No one seems to come forth and say that these experiences are pleasant in any sort of way. In fact, many believe that these shadow people mean to cause harm, either through physical or psychological, denying sleep, allowing the person no rest. They come at you at any time that they want, just like slipping in and out of existence. One minute they're there, staring down at you, sometimes in a group, sometimes with the older man staring at you. where they're intense, we have no idea, nor do victims of these shadow attacks. And they are shadow attacks. To wake up out of breath as though you were choked to death, an inch from death, only to wake up gasping for air. It's a terrifying world. We are here walking on the dark side. I'm your host, Mike. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will be back with much, much more.